You see, guys, the thing about me every single day is I grow myself to the best way I can every single day. And I'm listening to music right now while I'm talking to you. But the thing is that life's taking me differently. I mean, life's taking me on a different path every single day. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm trying to persuade myself to do better. And the thing is that I've been failing a lot in terms of my life in many areas. And it's not many areas. I've been just failing in terms of drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes and also eating meat, for example. But I understand that I can quit and I can do better for myself. And you just have to grow, guys. You have to understand every single day is a different day. You have to learn to appreciate yourself as much as possible. You need to understand every single day that I'm watching images right now while I'm listening to music and while I'm talking on the audio program, and which is amazing. So the thing is, every single day, learn something, grow every single day the best you can. Study something. You have to be studying all the time. You have to be always studying things in life to grow yourself. Do you understand? Because that's what it's about. It's about making sure that you're growing yourself the best way you can every single day, expressing yourself. But what's new in my day now? I promise you, not much, to be honest. But the thing is that I'm growing myself. I'm talking words every single day. I'm producing content, and that's the main thing. Do you understand? You have to always keep the main thing, as Brendan Burchard says. And you have to understand every single day, always deliver something beautiful for yourself. Learn to appreciate yourself in the best kind of manner. You understand? Because that's what it's about. And it's about making sure that you can deliver on what you say. You understand? Because what you say is important, and what you understand to do with what you say is even better. So understanding how to talk and how to feel and how to understand yourself through different perspectives every single day is what you need to elaborate on every single day. You have to be talking about that. You have to understand to grow. So, for example, I understand that in the most recent weeks, I understand I've been growing myself through words. I've been taking myself on a journey somewhere. Every single day, I'm understanding I'm doing new things. I'm growing myself right now through spiritual ways, and I'm learning. And that's the main thing. You have to be learning, you have to be growing the best way you can, because that's how you grow, guys. You grow through the best ways every single day, learning, growing, doing things that's making you better. You know, saying you have to always perform at your best every single day. And that's what anybody can ask of you. I mean, that's the only thing that people can ask of you, which is that you do better than yesterday every single day, learning to understand much more. And once you do that for yourself, you actually help yourself. You help yourself to do better. And that's what you need to do every single day, because everyone's different and everyone's really information. So everyone has information for you. And you have to understand that you have to learn from that information. I promise you, anybody can teach you their life story and their happiness and stuff like that. But the thing is that people are losing, and people are losing in the way that they're losing themselves, in a way that they are not talking about their story. I mean, they're not talking about who they are. Do you understand? And that's why they're losing, because they're not talking about their story. They're not talking about themselves. They're not expressing themselves as much as possible. I mean, they're not doing much in life. Do you understand? That's why they're losing. And because they're losing, I promise you, they make other people jealous of them. I promise you, they make other people not jealous of them, but they start resenting other people who are prospering in terms of words. And you have to understand that people don't understand to the point that you understand. And you have to understand that in life there is nothing to understand. But at the same time, there is a lot to understand. And now you have to understand every single day that you grow, you have to understand to be always producing content the best way you can, so that you can understand to help people, because that's what it's about. And now I'm not getting paid for what I do. You understand? Because I'm doing it for free all my life, and I have something to do for free all my life. And that's what is something I'm approaching. That's what I invest my time into. I invest my time into speaking words, and that's what helps me to grow. Do you understand? Because I'm growing my YouTube account, I'm growing things on my side in terms of my story. I'm growing myself every single day. I'm learning and prospering, and that's the main thing. That I'm prospering every single day. I'm learning. I'm being the best version of myself to some degree. I'm not going back. You understand? I overcame illegal drugs. And the thing is that I used to do illegal drugs in my life. I used to do cocaine, marijuana, weed. For example, I used to do ecstasy and methamphetamine. And now, out of all those drugs, I promise you, methamphetamine was highly addictive one. And you have to understand that the most addictive drug on the planet is probably methamphetamine, because of the amount of dopamine you get from one hit And you have to understand that people get hooked on that. And now, was I addicted to meth? I wasn't addicted to meth. I was more addicted to smoking cigarettes than anything. And you have to understand that once you overcome your demons, once you overcome the drugs in your life, you will get healthier. You will get better in terms of all aspects of life. And that's the main thing, that you always help yourself to overcome your challenges, to overcome something in your life, because that's how you grow, guys. So, for example, when you're doing an audio program, make sure on the side that you're listening to music on the side, and that way you actually grow yourself. So that's the main thing, guys, that you're always delivering on what you say. Do you understand? Because when you deliver on what you say, you speak your heart out every single day. You do something to help people in some kind of regard. Do some act of kindness for yourself, because all you're leaving behind is words or music. Do you understand? And nothing else. There is nothing else to leave behind unless you're a designer who makes images and stuff like that. That's different. And now you can leave images behind. You can leave words behind, and you can leave music behind. So I suggest you do all of them, and you understand that you have to be a designer for yourself. And I suggest you always leave back in this life as much as possible for your kids to understand about you, and so people understand you much more. Because when you express your story and when you express who you are, you just become much more successful overall. And now the universe doesn't want me to be famous, but I'm famous to some degree. And now if you understand that if you come on my YouTube channel and you learn from me, then I'm someone famous in your life. Do you understand? And that's the whole point of living life, which is always growing yourself every single day and doing the best you can. I promise you that's what you need to be doing all the time. And that's how you grow. You grow yourself through the best ways every single day, learning, growing, feeding yourself information, learning from everything in terms of what you can learn from, and just being yourself. I mean, being yourself is the best thing, because you have to understand that when you're alone, that's when you are yourself. But when you're with other people, you may act differently. Do you understand? You may act differently around other people, but around yourself, you can be yourself around yourself. Do you understand? And when you're going around people, try to be yourself. Try to always be much more silent than other people when you're around other people. Do you understand? Because other people don't like people who are smart. Do you understand? I mean, when you have a smart ass in your life, make sure that you're learning from those people. Make sure that you're always giving your attention to what matters in life, and making sure that you're doing your work on the side. And now, if you're failing on your word, and if you're failing in your integrity, keep speaking words, and keep speaking words every single day, because words change lives. And you have to understand that words will change your life as much as possible when you speak it. You understand? So every single day, you have to be learning to express yourself in the best kind of way possible, learning every single day what to do, how to do it, making sure that you're always doing the best job in the planet for yourself, and making sure that you're doing something for yourself where you're always expressing yourself is the best kind of success possible out there in the planet. And now you have to understand something, that the world isn't out there, the world is in you. And you have to understand every single day, always abbreviate as much words as possible in life, so that you're always living that full potential that you can live every single day. And you have to always do that for yourself. You have to understand every single day is going to be a new day, and every day is going to be something special for you, where you're actually learning how to be someone in life. You have to understand that's the whole point, is to be someone in life. And now I understand that my peers, in terms of people out there who used to know me and stuff like that, and used to know my information, are still keen on my information, and they're still always watching me in behind the scenes. And understand, maybe not in a year, maybe not in 2 years, but after 5 years, 10 years, they'll go on my YouTube channel and they'll check out what I'm doing. Do you understand? So I'm understanding that in the next year, I have 600 videos to upload on YouTube. I also have a lot of quotes to upload on YouTube as well. In terms of a lot of quotes to upload on Kindle, amazon.com.au, that's where you can find me. And you have to understand, I'm just making quotes because every thought is special. And the more you express yourself and your thoughts out there into the planet, the more you can help change someone's life. And that's the whole point. I mean, if you just do your passions every day for free, I promise you'll get somewhere. I promise you'll get to become much more aware of who you want to be and how you want to do it in life. And that's the whole point. I promise you, every single day, understanding that you need to do better for yourself, that you need to encourage people to do better, that you need to always give a TED talk, that you always need to give some kind of information out there in the planet that's going to help people. I mean, that's a higher purpose. I mean, that's a higher purpose when you're always abbreviating something, when you're living life to the fullest every single day. I mean, do you understand? So every single day, understand that you have to focus on yourself. in the best kind of regard every single day, and you have to do what's necessary. Do you understand? Every single day you have to do what you need. And now what I need right now from myself the most is to be my best version and nothing else. I promise you that's always going to be. I promise you it's always going to be like that. I always need to be my best version in life. I always have to always move forward with the times. Do you understand? I have to be adapting every single day. I have to be doing things differently. And now for me, it's much more easier than ever to work a 9 to 5 job now than it ever was, because I understand how much money I can make. I can make a house out of it. The thing is, I never want a mortgage. I never want to get myself in a mortgage, because I understand that money doesn't make you happy, and nor does a house make you happy. But living on the street doesn't make you happy either. So you must understand it's much better to have a house than it is to live on the street. I mean, in a sense, so you have more opportunities when you live in a house than you ever will living on the street. You know, because I've been living on the street before in my life, where I lived on the street for 4 days of my life. And I understand how it is to live in a car for 2 days. I understand how it is to be on the street and living on the ground off the street in terms of in the cold out there. And you have to understand that it doesn't feel good. You understand? It doesn't feel good living on the street. And now what feels good is when you have a roof over your head, when you're giving ideas, making sure that you're learning something, being curious about life every single day, helping yourself to express yourself all the time. That's what makes a difference in the world. And now you always have to be making a difference in the world regardless of what you're doing. And you have to understand that's your purpose, to make a difference, to make sure that you're impacting people's lives in a better way. That's what is smart about life. When you're smart about life, you understand what's good for you and you understand what's bad for you. Do you understand? And that you understand also the good and the evil of life. You have to understand you have to do everything in your power every single day to do the better job out there. Every single day that you make sure that you go forth and that you always be fruitful with your life is something amazing. Every single day that you always persuade yourself to do better regardless of what you're doing. And that's how you actually help yourself to move forward. So every single day make sure that you're always moving forward in the best kind of regard, so that you actually help yourself to love life and that you're always delivering that information that you need. So with me, it's always speak the same thing in a different way. But the thing is that when I speak much more content into the planet, I become much more aware about what I want to do and what I want to say and what I want to help people with in terms of words. And now I understand that my body's dying. I understand that I'm dying to some extent. And I'm also growing to some extent. And you must understand that once you die in this planet, of course, you only grow from that point. Do you understand? So you just transcend this life. You go into somewhere much better. You understand? Because it's much better to understand how death is anyway, when you're actually not even a physical being in this world anymore. And then you understand that you're just someone much better than that anymore, in terms of from that point you're just someone much better from that stage where you pass away from this life. Because then you have silence. I understand that silence stays with you forever, and that's the gateway into eternity. Do you understand? The silence in between the gaps. You have to pay attention to it. You have to pay attention to everything, you understand? You have to pay attention to small details every single day. Shaping your life in words every single day, because words shape you. Words shape people, and what you tell yourself every single day is what you are. You understand? So you have to understand every single day that if you're really, really helping yourself to prosper every single day, you understand that is life. Life is always prospering, doing the best job you can, expressing yourself. But a lot of people are losing in that time and space. They're losing in terms of expressing themselves. They don't know how to express themselves. They don't know that recording themselves on a daily basis is going to help people. And I understand how to actually go from one place to another now, and understand that before in my life I wasn't so much challenging myself to grow as much as possible, but to some degree I did have heart, and I did have a nice and beautiful kindness about me every single day. But the thing is, now I'm much more kinder than ever. I'm much more helpful than ever before now. And I'm understanding now it's much more about understanding not to kill myself, to learn to prosper myself every single day, to understand that there is a way to live life every single day, doing beautifully my challenges and doing things that's going to help me to grow is the best thing that I can do for myself. So every single day I understand that when I make music or when I make words come true, I understand I have to be living my dreams. I have to always understand that my dreams are the words I speak. And as long as I can speak words in the planet, I'm doing my job. You understand? whereas my job is just to spread information and nothing else. I understand that. So you must understand that my information can be found anywhere in the world, and you can find it anywhere. But the thing is that you can never ever solely replace me. I mean, you must understand I'm just one of a kind. You understand? I promise you, Danny Milivojevic will always be one of a kind. You understand? But the thing is that when you grow yourself into the person that you want to be every single day, I promise you that's the challenge. I promise you that's where you need to be. You have to understand that when you have more challenges in your life to overcome, you always have much more to live for. Do you understand? So you have to understand you have to create meaning in your life, and the only way to do that is to spread information as much as possible. You have to be sharing your dreams with other people. You have to understand that you have to always understand that people are listening. Do you understand? So when you expose yourself much more, you have to understand that that way you're going to be able to understand more about life, because life is always exposing you. Do you understand? And life can tell who you are straight away by all of your achievements. So when people see my YouTube channel, and when they see myself on YouTube, and when they see my social media, all they see is information from me. I mean, all they see is my information, and all they see is that I gave my information for free. And you have to understand that because I gave my information for free, I'm always delivering on my content. I'm always delivering the words I speak. And that's the important thing, that when you help yourself to deliver the best quality life for yourself, I'm pretty sure that's where you want to be. You want to be in the best challenges of life. You want to be every single day exposing the most that you can every single day, so that you become someone worthy for yourself. Do you understand? Because that's the only important thing in life, that you always treasure yourself. I mean, treasure yourself in the best kind of manner. I mean, understand, for example, I'm listening to Deadmau5 over here. I'm listening to Where's the Drop album, and I'm just helping myself to grow. I mean, I remember my Cairns, when I was in Cairns over there. I'm not sure, over there I had a hard time, to be honest. I had a hard time because of the people there, and now they give me a hard time over there. And I learned to overcome that. I learned to be able to be alone with myself over there, and I learned to go the best path. I learned something from that challenge right there. And each city that I went to in Australia was a challenge for me. I had to go see it, but you must understand that when I go traveling now, I only take photos of myself with the scenery in behind me. Do you understand? I don't just take photos of the scenery. I don't just take videos of the scenery for myself. I understand that it's different for me. I'd rather just watch the scenery and just walk the whole streets of Chicago or anywhere in the world and just watch it for myself and consume it for myself, instead of being on the phone and watching everything from the phone. I'd rather watch it live in my eyes and from the eyes that I see with. You understand? So when I'm traveling, I don't take photos of places. I don't take videos of places. But if I'm in the photo, if I'm in the video, then I will. You understand? And that's the difference. You understand? But the thing is now, I'm understanding how much I uploaded online to this day. And I'm still uploading things. But every single day I'm making content. I'm making content come true. I'm making myself abbreviate much more in terms of speak words much more. And that's the important thing. I promise the important thing is that I always have something to say. I always have something to do. And that's what leads me into a better way of life. So I'm understanding that I'm not where I want to be right now in terms of life. But to some extent I am where I want to be in life. Do you understand? Because I've been hurting myself with poison. And I have to change that. I have to understand I have to do a better job. And I understand how many times I said I won't smoke a cigarette again, and I smoked a cigarette. Do you understand? But the thing is that I understand music. I understand how things change in life. And you will change. And this too shall pass. I promise you. Just go through whatever you're going through. I mean, if you're going through hell, like Winston Churchill said, that if you're going through hell, make sure you keep going. Do you understand? Make sure you never give up. Make sure that you keep trying to succeed. Make sure every single day that you're doing something that's honorable, every single day that you can have high morals with. You understand? Because that's the only way. And you have to understand how many animals are being killed today. You understand? Because you have to understand, to shape the world in a better way, you have to understand that there is a way for you to be vegan, and there is a way to do success in your life every single day. You have to understand that there's always much more to do in life. And now I don't use TikTok much, because I understand that it's much more how I have other things to do that are much more important than TikTok. And I have to understand that it's much more about me being able to produce content for myself and upload it to YouTube as much as possible, and nothing else. I promise you, when I upload things to YouTube, for example, all my audio programs and all my videos, and once that happens, when I finally achieve the day where all my audio programs are on YouTube, and all my videos are on YouTube, for example, I understand I achieved something great. I achieved a great way of life from that point. And understand that it's much more that once I upload all my quotes online as well, I promise you that's all my content except for the journaling I've done in my writing format. I understand that's different, I promise you now, and I promise you from that point I'm going to get myself one of those PDF connectors, and I'm going to go through all of the PDFs that I have in my dictionary over here, and I'm going to make an ebook out of it, and I'm going to try to upload that content online somewhere on amazon.com.au, and I'm going to just name it Danny Milivojevic Journal, and I'm going to be able to try to do that for myself so that I live my life even better. And then it's much more about understanding that from that point on, I understand everything's online, and I'm going to be living a better life from that point of view. I'm going to be able to make more content. I'm going to be able to upload much more content faster, and things are going to happen for me. I understand that it's much more happening for me now because I understand that I can express myself. I can do things with my words, and that's where I'm understanding that my specialty is my words. I realize my expertise is speaking words every single day. I mean, you're saying nothing else, but I understand my expertise has to be living my talk as well. You understand, I have to be living my talk to understand my dreams, because otherwise I'm lying to myself. You understand? So every single day I'm understanding the important thing is that every single day you express yourself and your words out there as much as possible, so you're helping people. I mean, that's the important thing every single day, you understand? Because I get a lot of my information from millionaires these days and from books. And what I learn from books and from millionaires these days is what I teach you. But it's not enough to just know. I promise you have to understand to do it. You have to do what your information says that you must do. You have to walk, and you have to walk that road alone. And now you have to understand that being a millionaire is for everybody as long as you understand how to do it. And you have to understand that information behind everything in terms of the more you learn, the more you'll grow. I mean, the more you'll be someone that you want to be in life, and that's how you actually grow, through information. So my source of information is unlimited. I always have more information to give. I always have much more of a life for myself. I always have exactly what I need in terms of life, and I'm always giving as much as possible in terms of words, because words go down generations, do you understand? So you have to be teaching people. You have to be teaching people something about your life, because if you're not teaching people, then you're not living life really. And now everybody's teaching life to some degree, but some people are doing it faster than others, and some people are documenting themselves much more than other people. And that's the thing about me and my peers and the friends I used to have. I used to have a lot of friends, you understand? But the thing is that their information has gone elsewhere. And the thing is that I have to catch up with the information all the time. But the thing is that I never want to be around them, do you understand? Because I have a better life now. I'm understanding that people go their separate ways anyway. I promise you, people go their separate ways anyway. And they don't see each other every day anyway. So it's much more how people are always spreading apart, do you understand? I mean, they're always going their own way. And everyone's living their own path, do you understand? So if you really want to enjoy your life, and if you want to really do something special for yourself, then words is what you do. You do a lot of words, you help yourself with a lot of words, and you just do something around words every single day. And that's what your purpose is. I mean, your purpose is every single day to do as many words as possible for yourself. And that way you actually grow. You grow into the human that you want to be every single day, because there's always a way forward and there's always a way to express yourself. So that's what you need to do every single day, is learn how to coexist with yourself, to be your best friend every single day, to understand that you have to grow, and that you have to always make up a function of your life that's going to help you to become the best version of yourself, because that's what matters, you know what I'm saying? So every single day, just focus on yourself and let it be, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let something be in your life, to understand that this audio program is full of content every single day. I'm making a lot of things come true for myself, and let it be that way. I'm understanding that I want to help myself to grow now. I'm understanding I want to help myself to always do something much better for myself, and let it be for now. I'm understanding this audio program has enough content in it for you to grow, and I will see you guys in the next nice and beautiful audio program, guys. So make sure you always catch up to what I'm doing in life in terms of information, and make sure that you always take everything to a much more degree where you're actually always consuming much more information while you're always giving much more, because that's how you grow. See, guys, so right now I'm stepping up. I'm a non-smoker. I'm also someone who doesn't drink caffeine anymore. And my life is somewhat different now. I'm helping myself to grow. And now the difference between this moment and before is I'm much wiser now than ever before. Do you understand? So I have much more wisdom, I have much more confidence, I have much more ability now to speak words much more and to document everything than before. And now I understand that I used to go to this nice and beautiful place at the Q Space Hotel over there in Sydney, Australia. And now the difference between that place and this place is here in my dad's house, I have much more room to walk around. And plus I also have a couch where I can sit down on the couch. And I have a heater. I have also peace and quiet in the house. I promise you it's privacy in the house, everything like that. And I have no other people slamming doors and talking on the phone and being loud around me. So over here in my dad's house, it's much more richer of a place to live in than it is at the Q Space Hotel. But also here at the nice and beautiful place where I am now at my dad's house, it's affordable and it's for free. And it's the most affordable way for me. So it's much more affordable for me to live in my dad's house than it is to live at Q Space Hotel right now. But what would I be doing at Q Space Hotel now? I promise you either quotes or Netflix or writing materials and nothing else. I promise you I'd probably be eating something, maybe having a shower, going to the toilet and stuff like that. But that's it. And now I understand that things are changing in my life and I have to do better for myself. But the thing is that I'm not craving drugs, and that's a good thing. I'm trying to do better for myself. I'm trying to help myself to grow, and I'm trying to see more. I'm trying to produce more content so that I can help myself to grow and nothing else. So for myself over here, I have a lot of uploading to do for my YouTube account, and I have a lot of content to produce over my lifetime so that I can teach as much as possible, so that I can teach myself something. But in life, it's not what you do, it's what you never do. You understand? It's permanent, I promise you. So make sure you're doing things that you're not supposed to do. In terms of do things that you're never meant to be doing, in ways that you do things that, for example, you stay away from things. But make sure you're never doing what you're meant to do. You understand? You make sure that you're doing something in terms of life where you're doing what you're never meant to do. You understand? So it's not, I promise you, it's not the way I want to say it. I want to say, make sure that you understand what you never do so that you can do what you need to do. You understand? And that's what I want to say. So for example, for myself, I do exactly what I need to do. So do what you need to do. But the thing is that you must stay away from most of life. So look at what not to do in life, because that's going to help you on your path to a better way of life. So for example, stay away from cigarettes, stay away from drugs, stay away from most people out there. I mean, learn to live alone, learn to be by yourself, learn to be a best friend, for example. Give ideas as much as possible. live in the most affordable way. Love yourself as much as possible every single day. Do things for your health. For example, make sure that you are around people who give content to you in terms of life, where people are writing books and stuff like that. Be around those people. Be around people who are millionaires and billionaires and stuff like that, and you can find them on the internet. And be around those people. You understand? Be around people who are content creators every single day. That's going to help you the most. So I have so much to say every single day. I have so much to do. But the thing is, now I find myself alone. And now what do I need? I need myself over here and nothing else. I see, do I need to be anywhere? I promise you, I only have to be inside. I have to be inside of myself. So what am I looking for? I'm looking to find satisfaction. I'm looking to have enough. And now, do I have enough of everything? I do. I do have enough of everything. And what else do I need? I mean, what more do I need in life? I need myself more. I need to live my life better. And the only way I can do that is to love myself more. So the more I love myself, the more I'll be willing to help myself grow. That's what I need to be doing every single day. So I'm understanding it's very important for me to grow myself and to do the best job I can for myself. But I'm learning slowly what to do. I'm understanding I'm a lone wolf in this lifetime. I'm understanding that I'm not lonely. I can be on my own. I can be by myself. But life is different now. I mean, what's different about my life? A lot of things. I promise you, my friends are gone. I promise you, they're all gone their separate ways. I promise you, everyone's gone their separate ways. I've gone my own separate way. I promise you, I'm celebrating every single day of my life the most I can. I'm expressing myself as much as I can. I'm doing things for myself. I'm trying to help myself to grow. I'm trying to be much more than I am every single day. I'm trying to provide as much information as possible for myself to grow and succeed. And that's all I have to be doing every single day. I have to always understand more about myself. I have to understand that there is a way to grow. I'm understanding that I signed up to Pro Fader, for example, to learn some music production. But that's a slow journey. I mean, it's a slow journey of what you need to be doing, for example. So what I want to be doing around that is I want to watch the person, for example. I want to watch them and I want to talk into an audio program, for example, so that I can help myself to benefit myself. And I can do that for myself, but I don't know how it's going to work out. But that's something new I can try for myself while watching people do their audio programs and stuff like that. And I can just do my own audio program while I'm listening to the guy and while I'm focusing on helping myself to exist in the planet much more. But that's how it is, and I understand that maybe it's not going to be as much quality in the audio program. I'm understanding that, but that's why I have my journal, for example. I can always see exactly what I need to do and what I have to become in my life. And I understand that time's flying. I mean, time's going really quickly. And I understand how when you're off the drugs, for example, time's going slow, but time's going real quick. You understand? But the thing is now, since I'm off the drugs, I'm off the legal drugs. I'm off the legal drugs as well. I'm trying to benefit myself to do a better job for myself. I'm trying to do the best job I can to live a quality life for myself. But do I need my dad around me? I promise you, no. I don't need anybody around me except myself. I just need myself in this life. I need to be my best version pronto. I have to become the best version of my life. And that's where I'm going toward now. I'm going toward that. I understand how to get there. I understand it's going to take a long time to get there. But I understand anyway that life is going differently for me. And that's it, guys. I mean, I understand that I have more to say all the time. But I'm always understanding to focus on myself now. I'm looking to do my quotes over here. And that's it, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this audio program. I hope that you've learned something. I promise you I'm going to connect this audio program with some other programs. And that way you have a much more of a blast with me. So thank you very much for listening and see you guys in the next program.